First off, shout out to Dominique Zvada, whose name I messed up in last week's video. Sorry about that. On with the number 17th best game of 2024. We got number 9 Ole Miss taking on Florida. This is the second to last game of the season. Ole Miss is 8-2. They're playing for a spot in the college football playoff. Florida is 5-5. They're playing for pride and bowl eligibility. Ole Miss is going to get the ball first at their own 25-yard line after a touchback. A few plays into the drive, it's 3rd and 4. Empty backfield for Jackson Dart. He drops back. Looking around. He's going to be brought down by Caleb Banks for a 7-yard loss. They punt on the first drive of the game. Florida ball now. A few plays into their drive. Empty backfield for DJ Lagway. He's looking for Montrell Johnson Jr., but it's going to be incomplete. Trey Amos on the coverage, so they punt on their first drive as well. Next Ole Miss drive, first play of the drive. Jackson Dart finds Caden Lee for a 15-yard gain. 2 plays later, 2nd and 8. Dart drops back. Finds Daquan Wright for a 19-yard gain. 2 more plays later, 2nd and 5. Dart with the play action. He's going to take off and run with it himself. He only gets about 4 yards, but they call an unnecessary roughness penalty on Cameron James. They call him for a hit here out of bounds. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and 4, though. Handoff to Micah Davis. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. Bryce Thornton and TJ Searcy on the tackle. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Direct snap to JJ Pegues. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. Miles Graham and Aaron Childs were there. Turnover on downs. Florida's going to get the ball back. Second play of the drive for Florida. DJ Lagway with a jet sweep to Elijah Badger. He's going to get some decent yards here for a 19-yard gain. 2 plays later, 2nd and 7. Handoff to Jaden Baugh. He's going to break through and get a 17-yard gain to Ole Miss's 46-yard line. Next play, Lagway with a play action. He's looking, he finds Jaquavion Fraziers for a 14-yard gain. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5. Lagway drops back, steps up, finds Elijah Badger. He gets 17 yards to Ole Miss's 10-yard line. They got a 1st and goal now. What a way to step up in the pocket. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and goal. Empty backfield for Lagway. Looks and finds Elijah Badger. He gets a foot down in the end zone for the touchdown. After the extra point from Trey Smack, Florida goes up 7-0 with 14:56 left in the second quarter. Unfortunately for Ole Miss, Yam Banks, the safety, got hurt on this play, and his afternoon is done after this. Ole Miss ball now, first play of the drive. Jackson Dart play action. Steps up. He's going to run it himself. He's going to get 11 yards here. 4 plays later, another 4th and 1. They're going to hand it off to JJ Pegues. He's a defensive tackle. He's going to get the first down. They're going to go a little bit 85 Bears on him. 2 plays later, play action for Dart. He's looking deep. He finds Trey Harris for a 43-yard touchdown. Extra point from Kane Davis is good. Score is tied up at 7 with 12:01 left in the second quarter. Florida ball now, second play of the drive for him. Handoff to Montrell Johnson Jr. for 16 yards. Next play. Little play action for DJ Lagway, looking for DK, but he's going to be intercepted by John Saunders Jr. Ole Miss ball now, 4th play of the drive. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. Jackson Dart looking around. He's looking deep. He finds Jordan Watkins for a huge 25-yard gain. Next play, Dart. He's looking. He finds Caden Lee for the touchdown from 22 yards out. After the extra point from Caden Davis, Ole Miss goes up 14-7 with 9:05 left in the first half. Florida ball now, 3rd play of the drive. Lagway drops back. Steps up, finds Elijah Badger. He gets some nice yards after the catch here. He gets 27 yards to Ole Miss's 40-yard line. Next play, play action for Lagway. He's looking deep, but it's going to be incomplete. But they call a face mask on Jaden Kennedy. That moves the ball to Ole Miss's 25-yard line. Very next play after that, DJ Lagway checks it down to Jaden Baugh. He gets some nice yards after the catch. He gets all the way into the end zone for a 25-yard touchdown. After the extra point from Trey Smack, the score is tied up at 14 with 6:52 left in the first half. Ole Miss ball, second play of the drive for him. Play action for Jackson Dart. Finds Antoine Wells for a 25-yard gain. Next play, dart. Finds Daquan Wright for a 30-yard gain all the way into the red zone. Three plays later, 3rd and 6. Dart looking around. He finds Trey Harris. It looks like he caught the ball and the ball came out, but they review it and they call this an incompletion. It almost looks like he came down with the catch, but I guess the ball was coming loose as he came down with it. Unfortunately for Trey Harris, he gets hurt on this play and his afternoon is done. Ole Miss brings out Kane Davis for a 34-yard field goal. Kick is wide left, just wide left. It's no good. Score is still tied up at 14 with 5:04 left in the first half. Florida ball now, second play of the drive, empty backfield for Lagway. He's looking around. He's going to be sacked by Walter Nolan for a 10-yard loss. That makes it 3rd and 19. On 3rd and 19, they're going to hand it off to Montrell Johnson Jr. He gets 16 yards, but he's just short of the first down. They punt it. Ole Miss ball, a few plays into the drive for him, 3rd and 2. Check down to Micah Davis, who's stopped by Sharif Denson. So Ole Miss punts it. Florida runs out the rest of the clock to end the first half. So at the end of the first half, it is all tied up at 14. Second half now, Florida ball. First play of the drive for him. Lagway with a play action. And he's going to be brought down. Princely Uman-Mielen and J.J. Pegues were there. Walter Nolan was there too. They're eventually faced with a 3rd and 29 after a holding call. So 4th and 16 now. They bring out Jeremy Crenshaw to punt it. Micah Davis, he muffs the punt. It's recovered by DJ Douglas. Florida has the ball right back.
And this sun is so brutal. Look at the data behind Davis. He's looking right at it.
So Florida with great field position to start the drive. 3rd and 8 now. Check down to Chimere DK. He gets no gain. Stopped by Jaden Kennedy. They bring out Trace Mack for a 53-yard field goal. Field goal is good. Florida goes up 17-14 with 10:57 left in the third quarter. Ole Miss ball now, second play of the drive for him. Mini play action for Dart. He's going to take off and run himself. He gets 20 yards here. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1. Another direct snap to J.J. Pegues. He's going to get the first down. A couple of plays later, Ole Miss is driving. Dart drops back. Finds Caden Priest for a first down. Next play, Dart with the play action. Looking for Antoine Wells Jr., but it's going to be incomplete. That could have been a touchdown there. Next play, 2nd and 10. Dart. Looking for Jordan Watkins, but it's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 10 now. Dart drops back. Scrambles around. He's going to run himself. He's going to be stopped just shy of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1. And Dart has to sit out a play because his helmet came off. 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. Hand off to J.J. Pegues. He's going to be stopped by Cam Jackson and Miles Graham. Turnover on downs. And Florida is still up 3 with 5:43 left in the third quarter. Florida ball, third play of the drive for him. Lagway. Looking around, he's going to be brought down again, this time by Centarian Perkins and Princely Uman-Mielen. Florida goes 3 and out. Ole Miss ball again, 1st and 20 after a holding penalty. Empty backfield for Dart. Finds Caden Lee for a 23-yard gain. A few plays later, 1st and 10, they're driving a little bit. Dart drops back. And he's going to fall down. Caleb Banks gets official credit for the sack. 2nd and 16 now. Dart finds Jordan Watkins for a 9-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, Dart drops back. Looking around. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Dominique Thomas. They bring out Caden Davis for a 42-yard field goal. It is good. Score is tied up at 17 with 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Florida ball again, a few plays into the drive, 3rd and 2. Hand off to Jaden Baugh. He gets stopped for no gain. Official credit for the tackle goes to Lewis Moore. They try to get Ole Miss to jump off sides on 4th and 2, but it doesn't work, so they punt the ball. Ole Miss ball now, third play of the drive, 3rd and 2. Dart is going to be brought down by Caleb Banks. Great defensive stand by Florida there. And Ole Miss goes 3 and out. Florida ball, first play of the drive for him. Little play action for Lagway. Looks and finds Shamiri DK for a 41-yard gain all the way to Ole Miss's 26-yard line. I hope I'm saying his name right. The clips I found online, the announcers just said Chim DK. Anyway, next play after that, handoff to Montrell Johnson Jr., who gets 12 yards on the first down. 2 plays later, it's 2nd and 5. Direct snap to Montrell Johnson Jr., who gets the touchdown. Extra point from Trey Smack is good. Florida goes up 24-17 with 7:40 left in this game. Ole Miss ball, first play of the drive. Dart is going to take it off himself. He's going to get 35 yards all the way to Florida's 40-yard line. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10 now. Dart looking deep. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Jordan Watkins. That could have been a touchdown there. 3rd and 10 now. Dart. He's going to be sacked by Caleb Banks and Tariq Sapp. So Florida's going to get the ball right back with all the momentum in this game. First play of the drive for Florida. Lagway, play action. Looks and finds Elijah Badger for a 16-yard gain. 2 plays later, 2nd and 8. Hand up to Montrell Johnson Jr. Doesn't get anything, but they call a horse collar tackle on Xavion Harris. This moves the ball up to their own 39-yard line. Play after that, hand up to Jaden Baugh. Gets brought behind the line for a loss. Walter Nolan was there on the tackle. Next play, 2nd and 13. Pass is incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd and 13 now. Lagway drops back. Looks for DK, but it's going to be incomplete, so they have to punt the ball. Ole Miss ball now. 3rd play of the drive for him, 3rd and 5. Jackson Dart steps up. He's going to take it off himself. He gets the first down. 2 plays later. Hand up to Dominique Thomas. He gets 10 yards on the first down. And time is running out for Ole Miss. It's under the 2-minute timeout now. 2nd and 5 now. Dart finds Caden Lee for a first down. Next play, Ole Miss looking to tie this game up. They still have all 3 timeouts left. Dart looking for Antoine Wells Jr., but it's going to be intercepted by Bryce Thornton in the end zone. So Florida ball again. On 1st and 2nd down, they run the ball, and Ole Miss uses their first 2 timeouts, 3rd and 4 here. Jacoby Jackson gets stopped short of the first down, so Ole Miss uses their last timeout. After the punt here from Jeremy Crenshaw, Ole Miss is going to get the ball at their own 34-yard line with 1:03 left. First play of the drive for Ole Miss. Dart drops back. Looking around. He's going to be sacked by Tariq Sapp. The sack was for just a yard, but the clock continues to run. That's huge. Next play. Dart. He finds Caden Lee for a 19-yard gain to Florida's 48-yard line. Next play. Dart, he's looking for Caden Lee again, but it's going to be incomplete. Sharif Denson on the coverage. Next play. Dart. He's going to be intercepted by Dejon Johnson. That's your game. But they review it, and it turns out the ball did hit the ground, so Ole Miss is going to have another chance to tie this game up. So it's 3rd and 10 for Ole Miss. Dart drops back. He's going to be intercepted by Bryce Thornton, his 2nd interception of the game. There was a miscommunication with Antoine Wells. And with 17 seconds left, this game is over. Florida upsets number 9 ranked Ole Miss 24-17 at home. They knock Ole Miss out of the college football playoffs, and they also become bowl eligible with this win. And that's your 17th best game of 2024. You made it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what I'm doing with these 25 best NCAA football games of 2024 videos. I will drop my Cash App, AfroMikeMC94. If you really like what I'm doing with these videos, I would greatly appreciate a donation if you can't do so. If you can't do so, don't feel bad about it. I'll just say that donations help me create more videos. I want to do this YouTube thing more close to full time, but, you know, got to pay the bills, got to do that day job. And I do want to say I might make a whole video about it. I recently got completely screwed over by this company I worked a temp job for. It has been almost 2 months since I worked for them, and I still have not got a paycheck yet for them. It's completely ridiculous. I filed a wage claim against the company, but I'm not sure if that's going to go through because the company is online. So yeah, if you're the type that says prayers, pray for me on that one because the whole thing has been completely frustrating. So yeah, if you can contribute a donation, that really helps me make more videos. We'll greatly appreciate it. Once again, if you can't, don't feel bad. Y'all might be wondering why the basketball highlights. I am from Indiana. I am a Pacers fan. That finals loss was a little painful, so I had to do a little something, for the Pacers. I'm going to try to release as many of these 25 best NCAA football games of 2024 videos in July as possible. I'm definitely going to have these done before the season starts, at least a week before the season starts. I should have number 16 and number 15 up next week. Once again, thank y'all for watching. Blessings.